Sir, we request you to allot us a couple of acres land through TSIIC to build a world-class facility befitting the image of Telangana State Industry and Commerce. Thank you. Thank you for our support. Sir, with the support of Government of Telangana, we would also like to take up cluster development activities and contribute to the growth story of Telangana. And I appeal to the government to engage more often with the Federation and give us opportunity to do more for the state. Last but not the least, I want to thank the team of FTCCI for their hard work, dedication, and commitment in successfully organizing and executing 3 continuous programs in the last 10 days. All the 3 programs were big programs. We have successfully organized impetus program on digitalization along with HICCla and a 3-day expo and the current Excellence Award now. Sir, thank you once again for gracing the occasion and presenting the awards to the winners and for making a memorable day for all of us. Thank you. My hearty welcome to all of you once again. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. I now invite CA Arun Loharika, Chair FTCCI Excellence Award Committee for the introductory remarks.
Respected Chief Guest, Mr. K.T. Ramarao, Guest of Honor, Mr. Jayesh Ranjanji, another Guest of Honor, Mr. Anil, other distinguished members on the dais and of the dais. Good evening and welcome to you all. I would be dishonest if I don't mention the name of 3 people without whom this evening would not have been possible. The one and only one, please stand up, madam. Mrs. Kankaria. Second, Mr. Pawan, wherever he is, please stand up. He's not there. And the third is Sneha. I think she's also outside. Friends, Aristotle rightly said, excellence is never an accident. It is always the result of high intention, sincere effort, and intelligent execution. It represents the wisest choice of many alternatives. Choice, not chance, determines your destiny. Recognize the efforts of organization and leaders. FTCCI honors those who have driven changes through innovation, initiatives, and advancements. These men and women with trailblazing attitude and skills have done wonders to improve business performance in their specific industry and areas of business. FTCCI aims to felicitate companies, entrepreneurs, and service providers for their outstanding performance and achievements in their respective fields. It identifies accomplishments that have a lasting impact, demonstrate the highest level of professionalism, and deliver exceptional results. The recipients of the Excellence Awards are the ones who have exhibited their skills and sensitivity as they created inspiring work to engage their communities in the newer ways. These individuals and companies belong to various categories and to be precise, 23 categories. The winners were handpicked through a stringent and exhaustive independent process and by a jury of eminence like retired judges, retired and serving IAS officers. These names define innovation and excellence in their truest sense and carve an inspiring path for the youth and industry partners. The recognition aims to identify and encourage the industry game changers. Now, friends, I would make it short, quoting from an anecdote from our scriptures. Yudhishthira said, "Good and evil come from destiny and cannot be avoided. If we must play again, we must, that is all. A challenge to dice cannot in honor be refused. I must accept it." Truly, as Sri Vyasa said, there never was and never can be an antelope of gold. Yet Rama went in vain pursuit of seemed one. Surely when calamities are imminent, the judgment is first destroyed. Friends, now coming to Telangana, I've got a very few words to say. See, they say the IMF and other organizations say that India is a bright spot. But why they don't say about the states of the countries? Are we not part of the country? So the same way, Telangana is a bright spot in the committee of states. And I'll give you an example. The per capita income of Telangana is 3.17 lakh, which is much higher than the country's per capita income, which is 1.46 lakhs. It means the people of Telangana are prospering, they're happy, their per capita income is high. This is one of the metrics. I can quote hundreds of figures. Companies like Amazon, NPCI, Microsoft are coming to Telangana. We are the leading in software exports, pharmaceuticals, and infrastructure. Now, since all the people are from Telangana, I would ask only one question. This is a quiz question. Huh? Let me see the intelligence and knowledge of people of Telangana. Name the company who invented the first private rocket and the name of the rocket. Name of the company is right, but what is the name of the rocket which they have invented? Somebody said something. No, the name is Param. So, thank you everyone for coming here and making this a grand success. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Loharika, for setting the context. And we now invite Mr. Jayesh Ranjan. Mr. Jayesh Ranjan, IS Principal Secretary, Industries and Commerce, IT, Electronics and Communication Department, Government of Telangana, for the special address.
Honorable Minister Shri K.T. Ramarao Garu, Mr. Anil Agarwal, Shri Arun Loharka ji, Mr. Agarwal, Mr. Jaydev, Anil Chalamasetti Garu, Veena Garu, Khyati Garu, all the members of FTCCI, all the invitees, and most importantly, people who are getting recognized today, people who are receiving this Excellence Awards. Warm greetings to all of you. As was mentioned by Anil ji in his opening remarks, our industry sector has continued to do well in the last 9 years. Just about 15 days ago, we celebrated the decennial celebrations, the Shabdi Utsavalu of our state. And on the 6th, we presented the annual report for the performance of last year and also what has happened in the last 9 years. And the numbers speak for themselves. In fact, for a new state to achieve so much in the industrial sector across different verticals is really remarkable. I feel very proud that I have been a part of this and the IT sector right from day one of the new state. But the real credit goes to all of you. I mean, as a government, we only have this much of role. We can create a good policy. We can ensure that the policy is implemented well. But more than that, it is entrepreneurs like you who repose faith in our state, who believe in us, who put your investment, who put your money, who create jobs, who contribute to the growth of our economy. And our Minister and Honorable Chief Minister keep telling us that your existing investors are your biggest brand ambassadors. Many of you would have noticed that in the last 9 years, we have never conducted any investment summit. The way it happens, like magnificent Uttar Pradesh and glorious Tamil Nadu, these kind of events have never been conducted in Telangana. Many people point this out and they sometimes ask me directly that why is it that you don't you have a good policy, don't you have good programs? But I tell them that we have much better policy than everyone else, but our approach is very different. Our approach is, of course, some of you would be aware, we have an Invest Telangana cell. Our focus is on direct targeting of potential investors, both domestic and overseas. But more than anything else, we believe that our reputation should speak for ourselves. And as our Honorable Chief Minister, our Minister keeps telling us, the existing investors of your state are your biggest brand ambassadors. If you look after them well, if you treat them with respect, if you are receptive to their ideas, if you try to resolve their issues, then nothing can be more reputation building as compared to all that. And no amount of investment summits and roadshows can make up for this kind of an approach. So I feel very happy when people appreciate the fact that we are extremely accessible, we are 24/7, we are responsive, and there is a natural urge in all of us to resolve issues rather than keep dragging issues for very long. So I'm very happy that associations like the FTCCI support us, partner with us, and help us in achieving higher and higher growth. As I said few days ago, we celebrated our 9th anniversary. And on that day, Honorable Minister also gave some glimpse of what more do we want to do. So, of course, it is very common sense as well. First of all, the sectors where we are doing well, we really want to consolidate. IT is an important sector, life sciences is an important sector, defense and aerospace is important, electronics is important, food processing, textiles. We want to consolidate in all of these. There are some sectors where we have not been able to achieve as much of success as we have in these sectors. We really want to focus over the next 5-6 years on some of these sectors. And there are certain convergences that we want very much to happen. For example, in certain areas, the supply chain is not very strong in Telangana. We want to bring the supply chain in certain verticals. usage of technology is very limited. We want to promote higher usage of technology. So these are some of the important goals, and on some other occasion, I would like to take more time and elaborate on some of these ideas and how we want the industry also to participate in these activities, support us. But today, for the time being, I once again would like to convey my good wishes, congratulate the award winners, hope that their examples are emulated and replicated by everyone else. And thank you, FTCCI, for inviting me here. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. May I now invite Shri Anil Kumar Chalmala Sethi, Chief Executive and Managing Director, Greenco Group. It has been mandated by the Honorable Minister, so 2 minutes over to you, sir.
Hi, good evening all. Thanks for the members of FTCCI to having me here. And good evening all the honorable distinguished guests on this dais over here. I really congratulate the whole association and the way it's been established from more than 100 years and been, thank you, getting so much of engagement of the industry, trade and commerce, and working closely with the government and the we all been witnessing in the last 9 years how the government was tremendously supporting the industry over here, and we have all been proud and happier to see how we flourished as the Hyderabad/Telangana, the growth over here. And I wish and congratulate all the awardees who have been won the awards today. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Shri K.T. Ramarao, Honorable Minister for Industries, Municipal Administration and Urban Development, IT, Electronics and Communication, Government of Telangana, for the special address.
Good evening. Thank you. I'd like to firstly acknowledge the fact that we showed up late, but you all stayed. Thank you for that. Honorable President of FTCCI, Shri Anil Agarwalji, Jayesh Ranjanji, my Principal Secretary, Mr. Anil Chalamala Shetty, the guest of honor today. Also, we have Shri Arunji, we also have Sureshji, we have Sudhakarji, from Sudhakar Pipes, and Khyati, and to the entire family of FTCCI. Thank you for inviting me the third time, because there was a time when I was accused of not showing up for FTCCI events. But I think now that smear is gone. Now that I've done the hat trick, मैं 3 बार आ गया, तो अभी तो आप नहीं बोल सकते हो कि मैं नहीं आया. और मैं ये भी कहना चाहता हूं कि तेलंगाना बनने के बाद तीसरी इलेक्शन भी आगे आने वाली है. तो जैसे मैंने हैट ट्रिक किया आपके साथ, आप भी मेरे साथ हैट ट्रिक करो और मुझे वापस लाओ. ये भी आपसे कहना चाहता हूं. And going by the applause, I'm thinking we'll come back. Just quickly, Mr. Agarwal spoke about how the state has grown by leaps and bounds. Arunji also was pointing out to how this is a bright spot for the industry across the nation. Blowing one's own trumpet all the time is not a very cool thing, but it's my fiduciary responsibility also to make sure that all of you understand the kind of growth that we have witnessed over the last 9 years, especially as we enter the 10th year after the formation of the state. Let me quickly highlight a few things. Of course, governance is a permanent institution. Government is a permanent institution. Government, the leaders who head the government might change, but it's a continuous process. Lots of times what happens is, especially from a business perspective, policy continuity is extremely important. There is one government during whose tenure you would have set up an industry, and you would expect that whatever promises were made by that particular government will be kept by the succeeding government as well, irrespective of political affiliations, irrespective of their overall strategies and overall worldviews. In Telangana, if you've noticed, over the last 9 years, you've seen a very unique model. I was mentioning it yesterday in a builders meeting. I think most of you who are seniors, and because you work in an organization which was set up in 1971, I'm presuming that most of you are Hyderabadis and who've been here for the longest time, for 3, 4, 5 decades and more. So let me give you 2 examples that you can relate to. Back in early 2000s and late 90s, we had a Chief Minister, Sri Chandrababu Naidu Garu, who had a very pro-business, pro-IT image. He was considered very business savvy, he was considered very business friendly, etc. And then in 2004, we had another Chief Minister, Dr. Y.S. Rajshekar Reddy Garu, who came in, who had a very pro-farmer, pro-welfare, pro-rural kind of an image. So we had a Chief Minister who was pro-business, pro-urban, pro-business, and then we had a Chief Minister who was pro-farmer, pro-rural, pro-poor. But today, if you look at Telangana, what makes this unique is KCR Garu has an image of both. In fact, it's a blend of best in both. We have a pro-rural, pro-agriculture, pro-welfare image. We also have a pro-business, pro-urban, pro-development image. Now, let me substantiate and let me back that up by a few statistics. As was pointed out, the gross state domestic product of the state in 2014 was 5,000 crore. Now it's 13.27 lakh crore. It's a huge, humongous growth, highest for any state in the country. The per capita was 1,12,000 in 2014. Now it's 3,17,000, highest for any state in India today. I mean, for the 28 states in India. Let me also point out the key sectors where we had to consolidate our strengths, where we had to ensure that all the synergies that are possible, in terms of, because, there is an existing ecosystem, so you'd want to build on, brick by brick that was built with a great deal of love and affection, great deal of effort in the past, had to be consolidated. So if you look at it, life sciences is a sector where we certainly added a lot of vigor, a lot of strength, and today we are a formidable force, not just in India, but also in the world. We produce 40% of India's pharmaceuticals from Telangana. We also produce 1/3 of world vaccines. And next year, in fact, we'll be producing 50% of global vaccines. Let me also share with you, we have the world's largest number of US FDA approved manufacturing facilities for any province in the world. The largest number is in Telangana, 214. The second largest is in New Jersey with 189. So we have the largest number of such world-class manufacturing facilities right here. Not only do we have these, we are further consolidating on our life sciences strengths. So we have launched India's largest medical devices park in Sultanpur, Patancheru, which is again, which houses more than 60 units now, including the world's largest stent manufacturing facility. Also now, we're in the process, the last leg rather, of launching the world's largest pharma cluster in Mucherla, which is about 30 kilometers south of Shamshabad Airport. If you've heard me clearly, you would have heard not India's largest, but repeatedly world's largest. Now, one of the things our Honorable Chief Minister believes in firmly is, if we really have to compete with the world, with the large manufacturing countries across the world, be it China, or be it the US, or any other large manufacturing country, we need to operate on scale, at scale. Only then will you be able to bring in economies of scale, compete. I remember in this exact venue about 2 years ago, when Mr. Piyush Goyal was here, he and I, we sat with the All India Med Devices manufacturers as part of the annual flagship event of Telangana government, BioAsia. I had invited Mr. Goyal, he was here. So we were having a closed door discussion. So since it was a closed door discussion, we asked the representatives of the medical devices industry to speak freely and openly. And Mr. Goyal is a very progressive man, and he was very keen to hear from the industry. This was almost, I think, right around the time of COVID, 2 साल पहले. तो वो राउंड टेबल मीटिंग थी, उसमें से एक इंडस्ट्री लीडर ने, मैं नाम नहीं लेना चाहता, अच्छी बात नहीं है, वो खड़े हो गए, बोलने लगे कि सर बात ऐसी है कि आज मैं चाइना से कोई ग्लव या मास्क या कुछ खरीदता हूं और उसको शिप करता हूं हिंदुस्तान, हैदराबाद or wherever in India. It actually is cheaper than manufacturing here. 1 of the things our Honorable Chief Minister believes in firmly is, if we really have to compete with the world, with the large manufacturing countries across the world, be it China, or be it the US, or any other large manufacturing country, we need to operate on scale, at scale. Only then will you be able to bring in economies of scale, compete. I remember Now you tell me what is wrong in what I said or what, you want us to compete with Chinese, you want us to compete with other large manufacturing medical devices companies across the world. आप कहते हो आत्मनिर्भर भारत, कैसे करें बताइए? क्योंकि मैं वहाँ से शिप करता हूँ, हजारों मील आती है, मैं टैक्सेस पे करता हूँ, जो भी इंपोर्ट ड्यूटीज है सब पे करता हूँ, फिर भी वो चीप होता है, यहाँ बनाने से ज़्यादा है. तो this is one thing that was pointed out, which really led to a lot of thinking, a lot of real churn. I mean, not just med devices. Today, India imports 78% of medical devices, 80% of edible oils, and the list goes on. The list goes on. There are several things for which we are heavily dependent. Even the pharmaceutical industry that I just talked about. Heavy dependence on importing APIs from China. So my point is, if we really have to make a statement and make an impact on the world stage, I think we have to think at scale. Our Honorable Chief Minister led a delegation to China in 2015 as part of the World Economic Forum summer event. He went to a place called Shichou. I think if I'm pronouncing it right, it's Shichou. He was amazed to see a 70,000 acre industrial park. 70,000 acres. When he came back, he told us, he said, they are on a different planet. वो अलग दुनिया में है, अलग planet में है. अगर हमारी मुकाबला उनके साथ करना है, तो हमें कुछ और ही करना पड़ेगा, ये नहीं चलेगा. ये जो हम लोग कर रहे हैं दिन दिन, ये नहीं चलेगा, कुछ और ही करना पड़ेगा. The point I'm trying to make, gentlemen and ladies, is I think federations are good, sense of competition among Indian states is good, but the fact is, even after 75 years of independence, I mean, I can take relative comfort. जब अनिल जी कहते हैं, अरुण जी कहते हैं कि तेलंगाना ब्राइट स्पॉट है, मुझे खुशी होती है, खुशी महसूस होती है, क्योंकि अच्छा लगता है सुनने को कि हम बाकी राज्यों से बेहतर है. बट एक हिंदुस्तानी होने के नाते यू ऑल्सो फील बैड. अच्छा नहीं लगता सुन के कि हम 78% मेडिकल डिवाइसेस इंपोर्ट करते हैं, 80% एडिबल ऑयल्स इंपोर्ट करते हैं. एज ए इंडियन सिटीजन, एज एन इंडियन, you don't feel good about it. So my humble request to you is, I think Telangana should not just be a bright spot among all Indian states. हमें बाकी हिंदुस्तान को भी रास्ता दिखाना चाहिए और बताना चाहिए कि business on a global scale, impactful statement कैसे करना चाहिए. And I request FTCCI to start thinking big, to start dreaming big, to start really aspiring to do more things. I understand that there are impediments. I understand that there are always going to be challenges. और काफी बार मुझे ये भी सुनने को मिला कि हाँ ठीक है, पर अगर हम रिटर्न ऑन इन्वेस्टमेंट इज गुड, अगर पैसा बना रहे हैं, सब चल रहा है ठीक ठाक, तो ज़्यादा सोचने की क्या बात है, जो चल रहा है चलने दो. और हिंदुस्तान में एक आदत हमारी है जो सब चलता है एटीट्यूड. आई थिंक एट सम पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम, इफ इंडिया रियली हैज टू टेक इट्स प्लेस अंडर द सन in the first world where it rightfully belongs, we all have to start thinking big, we all have to start dreaming big. And I can give you 2-3 examples. There's a company in Hyderabad, Azad Engineering, I think it is called. I'm proud, they started right in front of our eyes. But today, they are working with global majors like Boeing, GE, and others. I was so impressed learning about this company and what the kind of partnerships they've been forging. Not just that, I'm equally impressed and equally proud that Sky Route, जिसका आपने जिक्र किया अरुण जी, the first Indian space tech company to have sent a rocket into the orbit came from T-Hub. And what's even more impressive is Elon Musk जैसे thought leader and a disruptor, उनको 3 attempt करना पड़ा SpaceX को ऑर्बिट में भेजने के लिए. बट हमारी जो हैदराबादी कंपनी है, हिंदुस्तानी कंपनी है स्काई रूट, उसने पहले ही अटेम्प्ट में विक्रम-एस करके, विक्रम साराभाई के नाम पे जो रॉकेट था, पहले ही अटेम्प्ट में उसने स्पेस में भेजा है. इन द सेम वीक वी हैड अनदर हैदराबादी कंपनी कॉल्ड ध्रुवा स्पेस, which also sent nano satellites into the orbit. I'm saying if these youngsters can conquer the space, they can tread new territories, and if they can conquer the unconquered, I think most of you who are experienced, seasoned, who have had stars in their eyes at some point, I think you'll have to start grooming your next gen and grooming your own companies to take on the big boys in the world. कभी का एक बार बुरा भी लगता है. Yes, we are proud of the kind of progress Indian industry is making. Of course, we take a lot of pride. But बुरा भी ये लगता है क्योंकि आज आप देखिएगा, आपके अगल बगल में देखिए, ज्यादा दूर की जरूरत नहीं है. आपके हाथ में जो फोन है, आपके हाथ पे जो घड़ी है, मैं जिसमें बात कर रहा हूं, श्योर करके कंपनी है, आपके हाथ में फोन होगी या तो एप्पल या सैमसंग या कोई और HTC या OnePlus, और आप घर जाके देखिएगा, आप गाड़ी में जाएंगे या तो मर्सिडीज बेंज या बीमर और वॉल्वो और किया और टोयोटा और समथिंग एल्स, होंडा. कुछ लोग महिंद्रा और टाटा भी इस्तेमाल करते होंगे, बट ज्यादातर लोग यही इस्तेमाल करते हैं. और घर जाके देखिएगा, ड्राइंग रूम में बैठ जाना, एक बार 360 देख लेना, कितने इंडियन प्रोडक्ट्स है ये भी देखना एक बार. आपके घर में जो टीवी है, आपके घर में जो वॉशिंग मशीन है, आपके घर में जो छोटे छोटे चीज है, 70 to 85% will be imported. And if you think for a minute, and next time you go vacation लेके गए थाईलैंड और वियतनाम, मैं सोच रहा था वहां बैठना, थाईलैंड में वियतनाम में होटल रूम में देखना कितने इंडियन प्रोडक्ट है, शायद एक भी नहीं दिखेगा. मैं बात ये कहना चाहता हूं कि हाँ, हम लोग तरक्की कर रहे हैं, हम लोग प्रोग्रेस हो रहे हैं, बट दिस इज बिकॉज ऑफ द डेमोग्राफिक डिविडेंड दैट वी आर रीपिंग. यू नो, दिस इज बाय डिफॉल्ट. वी आर नॉट डूइंग एनीथिंग एक्स्ट्रॉर्डिनरी, वी आर नॉट डूइंग एनीथिंग extraordinarily innovative. Unfortunately, that spark जो था, लगना था. मैं आपको एक एग्जांपल देता हूं. मैं गया था जापान, एक 4-5 साल पहले. मैं, जयेश, हमारी पूरी टीम गई थी. मुझे वहां दो चीज अच्छे लगे. एक तो पहले दिन हम लोग देख रहे थे, क्योंकि मैं म्युनिसिपल मिनिस्टर भी हूं, तो मैं देख रहा था सारा जगह साफ है, एकदम साफ सुथरा, क्लीन. टोक्यो में हम लोग इधर उधर जा रहे हैं, एक मीटिंग से दूसरा मीटिंग, कहीं भी कोई कचरा नहीं, कुछ नहीं. तो मेरे साथ एक जापानीज साथी था, वो इंडियन एम्बेसी का. उससे पूछा मैंने कि भाई क्या करते क्या हो तुम लोग, कैसे इतना साफ है? वो हंस दिया, कुछ नहीं बोला. मैं बोला एक आंख की रीत है. तो अगले दिन फिर से पकड़ लिया मैंने उसको. आई सेड, हाउ डू यू कीप इट क्लीन, हाउ डू यू कीप योर सिटी क्लीन? ही स्माइल्ड अगेन, डिडंट आंसर. लास्ट डे आई सेड, आई हैव टू होल्ड दिस फेलो, रियली गेट एन आंसर आउट ऑफ हिम. क्या ये लोग क्या 2, 3, 4, 5 बार क्लीन कर रहे हैं क्या सिटी को, क्या कर रहे हैं? So I said, how do you keep your city clean? He smiled and he said, we don't dirty it in the first place. Common sense है. उसने कहा कि अगर कचरा फेंकना ही नहीं है तो उठाने की जरूरत है ही नहीं. Simple logic है. That was the first thing that was very impressive, the Japanese mindset. The second thing, we ended up at Suzuki factory in Hamamatsu. From Tokyo, we boarded a bullet train, we went to Hamamatsu. We met with the chairman of Suzuki. And then, before the meeting, we were told कि थोड़ा वक्त है, थोड़ा समय है, तो आप ऐसा कीजिए, वहाँ म्यूजियम है, सुजुकी म्यूजियम है, वहाँ जाके आप थोड़ा वक्त बिताइए, एक 20-25 मिनट. तो हम लोग गए वहाँ पे, देख रहे थे. मुझे थोड़ा म्यूजियम मुझे पसंद नहीं ज़्यादा. मैं बस इधर उधर देख रहा था. इतने में चिरंजीवी साहब का वहाँ पे एक फोटो दिख गया, तो मैंने एक सेल्फी ले लिया, हमारे चिरंजीवी मेगा स्टार जो है उनका. और इतने में मैं इधर उधर देख रहा था, तो देखा मैंने कि छोटे छोटे बच्चे, शायद दूसरी या सेकेंड और थर्ड ग्रेडर्स, किड्स इन सेकेंड और थर्ड ग्रेड, दे वर देयर, वो लोग टूर ले रहे हैं. तो मैं बोला यार, अगर fully grown adult like me is getting bored, or probably will get bored here, what will these kids do here, second and third graders? So I asked this Japanese gentleman, I said, ये लोग क्या कर रहे हैं? तो उन्होंने कहा, just watch. So I was observing these kids, so interesting and so very engrossing also. They went to a kiosk, like the kiosk, how you have these, diet sodas and other, small knickknacks, right? So they went to a kiosk, और इस kiosk में ऑप्शन दिया गया बच्चों को कि कौन सी टाइप की गाड़ी आपको चाहिए सुजुकी में, कौन सी कलर चाहिए, कौन सी मेक चाहिए, उसको कैसे आपको कस्टमाइज करना है. So they go through a series of steps, like 5 different steps, and when they hit the 6th button, वो kiosk में से उस बच्चे का नाम के साथ एक गाड़ी आता है बाहर. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, माई नेम इज राम, सो मुझे एक सुजुकी विटारा चाहिए, वो भी लाल वाला चाहिए. तो आई हैव टू गो थ्रू अ सीरीज ऑफ स्टेप्स, एंड देन आई टाइप माई नेम, क्लिक, एंड द गाड़ी कम्स आउट विद स्मॉल miniature version, you get it. So I asked this gentleman, I said, what is the purpose of this? He said, most learning is incidental. Most of the learning is incidental. We make it like a joyous, playful experience, but we are inculcating design thinking from an early stage. बच्चे को हम ये उसके मन में बिठा रहे हैं कि आप भी गाड़ी बना सकते हो, जो जैसा आपको चाहिए वैसा बना सकते हो। ये कोई बड़ी बात नहीं है गाड़ी बनाना, ये बचपन से हम इंग्रेन करते हैं उसके दिमाग में। दैट इज वाई जापान इज वन ऑफ द स्मार्टेस्ट मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कंट्रीज इन द वर्ल्ड। This was the message that kids were being given. And the third and the most important thing I'll tell you about Japan, which I truly admire as a country. हमारी इंडिपेंडेंस मिली, हमें हिंदुस्तान को आज़ादी मिली 1947 में, आपको पता ही है। हम अभी 75 years हम लोग कंप्लीट कर चुके हैं। Right around the time of independence of India, Japan was the only country in World War II, around the same time, 2 साल इधर उधर, which was bombed. It was the only country in the planet that has been bombed by nuclear bombs. Hiroshima and Nagasaki, we all know. They lost millions of lives. Japan's a country whose population is 12 plus crores now. 90% of their terrain is inhospitable. वहां लोग नहीं रह सकते हैं, या तो पहाड़ है या जंगल है या समुंदर है. And it's a very, it's a country that has been affected by all kinds of natural forces. There are typhoons, there are cyclones, tsunamis, earthquakes, and then they were bombed. Very few natural resources. But today, they're the third largest economy in the world. Why do you suppose that is? Because the Japanese have decided that their fight is against the odds. उनके पास कुछ नहीं है, natural resources नहीं है, भगवान का मतलब दिया हुआ कुछ ज्यादा कुछ नहीं है उनके पास. एक ही चीज है, दिमाग है. उसको उन्होंने चलाया, and in the last 40 years with relentless pursuit, today look around wherever you are, you will see a Japanese product. You will see either a television or a car or something that has been made in Japan. Now, I think it is incumbent upon us to shed this conservative mindset कि हमें फिर से वो सेल्स टैक्स का क्या कह रहे थे सर आप, पर स्क्वायर फुट वाला टैक्स हटाओ. हाँ हटाएंगे, कोई बात नहीं, वो अलग बात है. बट मैं क्या कह रहा हूं, थोड़ा दूरंदेश की बात चले तो अच्छा है. आई थिंक वी कैनॉट बी क्लॉजेटेड, वी कैनॉट बी कन्फाइंड टू दिस थिंकिंग कि मुझे महाराष्ट्र के साथ कंपीट करना है, मेरी बिजनेस उस बिजनेस के साथ केरल के साथ करना है या तमिलनाडु के साथ या आंध्र के साथ करना है. नो, आई थिंक प्लीज स्टार्ट थिंकिंग ग्लोबल. एटलीस्ट नेक्स्ट जन को थोड़ा बाहर एक्सपोजर दिलाइए. एक्सपोजर विजिट्स कांट बी अबाउट वन मीटिंग एंड देन गोइंग अराउंड एंड टूरिज्म देख के इधर उधर 4 फोटो लेके वापस है, वैसे नहीं. आई थिंक यू रियली हैव टू टेक आवर नेक्स्ट जन यंगस्टर्स, द FTCCI young team, to actually visit some of these world-class companies and focus on making sure they come back inspired and do something truly outstanding. Because, the gentleman from SBI is here and he'll tell you, capital is not a constraint anymore. अगर आपके पास आइडिया है, अगर आपके पास दिमाग है और आपकी प्रोडक्ट में दम है, कैपिटल तो आज कहीं से आ सकता है. एक शाइनिंग एग्जांपल है हमारे गोपी यहां पे, अनिल चलमल शेट्टी. लेट मी टेल यू हिज स्टोरी. ही इज अ फ्रेंड, सो आई नो. Anil was also a software employee in London till 2010, I think. 9 or 10. His parents are doctors, so they actually gave him good education. But he's a first-gen entrepreneur. 2009-10 में उन्होंने अपनी कंपनी लंदन में चालू किया, जिसका नाम उन्होंने ग्रीन कंपनी, ग्रीन को करके डाल दिया. आज Anil is one of the largest renewable energy producers in the world, not India. So even our guys can do it. And how did he raise his capital? He has institutional investors, GIC, the Singapore government company. He has Adia, he has a lot of others, institutional investors. So if he can do it, I'm sure there are many of us here who can also do it, who can also dream big. Likewise, let me also tell you, today, not only raising a capital, but also the governments across the country, be it the central government or the state government. Today we understand you better than what we understood you 30 years ago. 30 साल पहले जब एक IAS ऑफिसर प्रिंसिपल सेक्रेटरी होता था या कमिश्नर ऑफ इंडस्ट्रीज होता था, he used to sit in an ivory tower and you had to go and beg with them. वो लाइसेंस राज में आपको याद होगा, पैरवी करना पड़ता था. आज नहीं है. Today, in fact, we are coming to you. We are pushing you. Jayesh Ranjan is on his WhatsApp, I think, almost 24/7. आप सभी के, मेरे को जहां तक जानकारी है, मैं तो ये समझता हूं कि इस ऑडियंस में से कम 80% लोगों के पास जयेश का फोन नंबर होगा. He is that accessible. Governments are that accessible to you. I mean, This was never the case in the past. The entry barriers have lowered. It has become easy to do business. Today, a state like Telangana tells you, if you want to start a new factory in my state, you don't need a permission, because aapko ye sun ke taajub hogi. You will be surprised listening to this. About 8 years ago, when Jayesh was Commissioner of Industries, I was not the Minister of Industry then. There was somebody else. The Honorable Chief Minister KCR Garu took a review. So as part of the review, he simply asked one question to the Special Chief Secretary Pradeep Chandra, who was the man who was looking after industries then, and to Jayesh, who was the Commissioner of Industries then. I also see Ajay Mishra ji here. Hi, sir. So he asked one simple question. KCR Garu asked one simple question. He said, why should the government give any clearance to industry? Government को industry को clearance देना क्या जरूरी है? क्यों हम लोग ये 3 महीने, 6 महीने क्यों लगाते हैं इसमें, और क्यों इंडस्ट्री को परमिशन देने की क्या जरूरत है? एक आईएएस ऑफिसर जिसने 15 साल, 20 साल, 25 साल सर्विस में बिताया, उसको एक नया चीफ मिनिस्टर उसके सामने बैठ के पूछता है कि परमिशन देने की क्या जरूरत है, तो जयेश और प्रदीप एक दूसरे के चेहरे देख रहे थे कि अभी क्या बोलना है, अब जरूरत क्या है कोई पूछ रहे हैं. तो देन आई थिंक दे रिकवर्ड एंड दे सेड, सर अगर कोई एक्सीडेंट हो गया, कम से कम अकाउंटेबिलिटी तो होगी, वरना परमिशन नहीं देंगे तो कैसे पता चलेगा कौन कर रहा है, क्या कर रहा है. देन सीएम सर सेड, ओके लेट्स डू वन थिंग. जैसे हम लोग राइट टू एजुकेशन किए हैं, राइट टू इंफॉर्मेशन कर रहे हैं, लेट अस मेक राइट टू सेल्फ सर्टिफिकेशन अ चॉइस ऑफ द इन्वेस्टर. अगर वो डिक्लेयर करते हैं कि आई एम गोइंग टू बी अ लॉ अबाइडिंग इंडस्ट्री, लॉ अबाइडिंग इंस्टीट्यूशन, देन लेट अस टेक इट एट फेस वैल्यू, सेल्फ सर्टिफिकेशन अलाउ कर दो. साथ ही साथ, बिकॉज यू सेड we need compliance, we need information, let them also submit something online so that we have a record, we do good bookkeeping, and we decide कि कौन क्या कर रहे हैं, कैसे कर रहे हैं. This kind of disruption and innovation in policy is what Telangana has indulged in over the last 9 years consistently. Not only in industrial policy, in TS IPAS. 15 दिन में अगर परमिशन दे देंगे, अगर नहीं देंगे तो 16वां दिन ऑटोमेटिक अप्रूवल है. कोई हिंदुस्तान की कोई राज आपको नहीं बताती है. और जयेश जैसे सीनियर ब्यूरोक्रेट को भी आज 1000 रुपये का फाइन लग सकता है अगर आपका फाइल उसने 16वां दिन या 17 दिन अगर उन्होंने होल्ड किया हुआ है, तो ही कैन बी फाइंड अ सम ऑफ रुपीज 1000 per day. This is by statute, by legislation. No Indian state will tell you this. And most importantly, not just in industrial policy, even our building permissions today. All building permissions, again in the same model. 21 days, we promise all clearances. If we don't deliver, 22nd day, it's a deemed approval. No state in India will tell you this. These are the disruptions our Honorable Chief Minister brought. That's why today, if somebody asks me, what is this Telangana model that you gloat about, brag about? I only say 4 things. It's holistic, integrated, it is inclusive, and most importantly, it's balanced. What do I mean? What I mean is, today Telangana, when I said Dr. Y.S. Rajshekhar Reddy and Chandrababu Naidu, and the contrast between the two of them, and how Telangana is an amalgamation of the best in both. The reason why I say that is because we are less than 3% of India's population. But today, when National Panchayati Awards and National Municipality Awards are declared by Government of India, this state with less than 3% wins 30% of the awards. No other Indian state has been able to accomplish that kind of feat. We are only 2.5% of India in population, but we contribute to 5% of India's GDP. Literally, we are a 50-kilo boxer fighting in 100-kilo category, punching double our weight. Not many states in India can claim that. Most importantly, we have ensured that this development is holistic. We have not neglected any sector. Our IT sector and IT exports have risen from 56,000 crores in 2014 to 2,41,000 crores in 2023. Our IT exports have risen, but so have our agriculture exports. In 2014, we procured 68 lakh metric tons of paddy, rice. But today we procure 3.5 crore metric tons of paddy. So our balance that you see between agri and IT. Our industry has grown. $47 billion of investment has been attracted by Telangana state. As Jay said, 24% of that investment is repeat investment. Our industry has grown, has created jobs, but so has our environment. Our green cover has improved by 7.7%, highest in the country for any state. Now, this is the kind of balance I'm talking about. Our development and welfare go hand in hand. Our rural development, urban development go hand in hand. Our IT exports and agri-exports grow hand in hand. Our industry and environment also grow hand in hand. That's why I call my state the most successful startup of independent India in the last 75 years. My humble request to FTCCI, I'm not happy with these relative achievements relative to other states. I think we have to do more. We have to achieve more. We have to really make an impact on a global scale. So my humble request, like I said, prepare the next gen to take on the world, prepare the next gen to create products that will make not just Telanganites but India proud. And I hope FTCCI can drive us in that direction. You mentioned a couple of things, Anilji. I will of course take all of those issues up with you and your office bearers. I'll also have to run it by the Honorable Chief Minister before I can make any firm announcement here. But yes, the OTS that you mentioned, I will make it happen. I've already informed Jayesh to take up the matter. The one-time settlement of pending electricity arrears, we'll take it up, we'll get it done. But the बाकी दो चीज़ आपने बताया, मैं उसके बारे में मैं आपको अलग से privately बोलूँगा, and we'll make it happen. But just that we need our boss's blessing. So thank you FTCCI for inviting us. This is a hat trick, like I said, and I hope to come back next year as well and present the awards. Thank you. Jai Telangana.
Can we have a bigger round of applause for the chief guest? Thank you so much, sir, for your ever encouraging words. FTCCI extends its sincere gratitude to the exclusive awards committee consisting of experts. We especially thank our eminent and distinguished jury members for their expertise and unbiased selection of the awards every year. We would like to acknowledge the eminent jury members, and may I invite Shri Ajay Mishra, IS retired, who's present here with us today. Sir, please come up on the stage, and I request the chief guest and the dignitaries on the stage to please step forward so that we can commence the award ceremony. Do we have any other jury members? Other jury members? We would also like to acknowledge our other eminent jury members who are not present today. Shri S. Govindarajulu, retired Judge, High Court of AP. Shri Chella Kondanada Ram, retired High Court of Telangana and AP. Shri Vikas Raj, IS Chief Electoral Officer, Principal Secretary General, Administration Department. Dr. M. Gopalakrishnan, IS retired. And Dr. Surendra Kumar, former Director and Senior Scientist, DRDO. Let us proceed with the rest of the evening program, and I invite our Deputy CEO, Ms. Sujata, to announce the award winners.
Thank you, Kathy. Once again, congratulations to all the award winners for their achievement. And now I invite the representatives to come to the dais for receiving the awards from our Honorable Chief Guest and Guests of Honor. The copies of the citations are in your hands, hence I read only the names of the award and the award winners. First, I would like to call upon Excellence in Innovative Product Service in Healthcare with the highest impact, instituted by Shanta Biotech Private Limited, Hyderabad. This goes to Relicis Medical Devices Limited, Hyderabad. And I request Sri Naveen Rajpal, CEO and Director, to receive the award. To please come on to the stage, sir. The sequence of the awards presentation is given in the citations, and request the next in line should be ready at the right side of the dais to please come on. The next award to Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru Award of Excellence in Industrial Productivity, instituted by FTCCI, goes to Vasanta Toolcrafts Private Limited, Hyderabad. And I invite Shri A. Dayanand Reddy to receive the award. Sir, there is a special request from Mr. A. Dayanand Reddy. On this auspicious day of Guru Purnima, would like to receive this award along with his Guru and his mathematics lecturer, Sri GVL Narasimha Rao Garu, because of whom whatever he is today. Yes, I did. So, Sri A. Dayanand Reddy Garu, he is on the auspicious day of Guru Purnima. He is receiving this award along with his Guru and his mathematics lecturer, Sri GVL Narasimha Rao Garu. And the next award is Amancharla Rammurthy Award of Excellence in All-Round Performance, instituted by VBC Industries Limited, goes to Mahindra and Mahindra Limited, Zahirabad. And I invite Mr. Vetsa Sita Ramaya, plant head, to receive the award. Excellence in Agro-Based Industry, instituted by India Cements Limited, Hyderabad. The award goes to Karani Spices, Warangal, and I invite Sri Devang Karani to receive the award. DP Agarwal Award of Excellence in Marketing Innovation, instituted by Central India Group of Industries, Hyderabad, goes to Cloud Portal Technology Solutions Private Limited. And I invite Ms. Prashanti Kolluru, CEO and founder, to receive the award. Big applause, please. We are here to appreciate the achievements of all the award winners. Excellence in Export Performance, instituted by Surana Group of Industries, Secunderabad, is awarded to Nava Limited, Palvancha, Bhadradri, Kottagudem District. And I invite Sri Nikhil Devineni, Vice President, to receive the award. Raja Saheb of HICCL Award of Excellence in Export Performance under the category of Micro and Small Enterprises, instituted by Sri C.H. Venkateshwar Rao, past President FTCCI, goes to Hansa Products, Hyderabad. And I invite Sri Syed Farhan Hassan, Managing Director, to receive the award. Excellence in New and Renewable Energy Development Application, instituted by New and Renewable Energy Development Corporation of AP Limited, Guntur District, goes to Windstream Energy Technologies India Private Limited, Hyderabad. And I invite Sri Venkat Kumar Tangirala, Managing Director, to receive the award. Excellence in Employee Welfare Initiatives instituted by Kesaram Cement, Basant Nagar, goes to NCL Industries Limited, Secunderabad. I invite Sri K. Gautam, Managing Director, to receive the award. Sri Ayadevara Venkata Radhakrishna Memorial Award of Excellence in Corporate Social Responsibility instituted by Sri C.A. Srinivas Ayadevara, past President FTCCI, goes to My Home Industries Limited, Hyderabad. I invite Sri V.S. Narang, Director, to receive the award. Excellence in Product Innovation instituted by MRF Limited, Sadasivapeta, Pedak District, goes to Shivanarayan Jewelers Private Limited, Hyderabad. I invite Sri Tushar Agarwal, Managing Director, to receive the award. Big round of applause, please. Sri Dalchand Agarwal Memorial Award of Excellence in Product Innovation, Micro and Small Enterprises, instituted by Sri Lashmi Prasad Agarwal, Chairman and MD, DSL Infrastructure and Space Developers Private Limited, goes to HC Robotics Private Limited, Hyderabad. I invite Sri Venkat Chundi, Managing Director, to receive the award. Excellence in Research and Development, Micro and Small Enterprise, instituted by Eleco Limited, Hyderabad, goes to Motion Dynamic Private Limited, Hyderabad. I invite Sri Arihant, Director, to receive the award. Outstanding contribution to the aerospace and defense industry, instituted by Sri Gaura Srinivas, Managing Director, Gaura Ventures Limited, Hyderabad, goes to MQS Technologies Private Limited, Hyderabad. I invite Dr. K. Srinivas Rao, Managing Director, to receive the award. Excellence in Information Technology, instituted by Oriental Bank of Commerce, Secunderabad, goes to Adarsh Cooperative Bank, Urban Bank Limited, Hyderabad. I invite C.H. Gangarao, Chairman, and his team to receive the award. Dalchand Sundarbai Award of Excellence in Tourism Promotion, instituted by Sri Suraj Prasad Agarwal, promoters of White House, goes to Excellence in Tourism Promotion goes to Ramoji Film City, Rangareddy District, and I invite Ms. C.H. Vijayeshwari, Managing Director, to receive the award. Excellence in Association, Chamber for Serving Industry, Commerce and Economy, instituted by Model Group of Companies, Hyderabad, is awarded to Telangana and Andhra Plastics Manufacturers Association, Hyderabad, and I invite Sri Vimlesh Gupta, President, and his team to receive the award. Chelikani Achutarao Award of Excellence in Science or Engineering, instituted by Sri C.V. Sitaramaswamy, past President FTCCI, goes to Dr. Nayan Kishore Nath, Scientist G, Project Director of VEDA, Technology Director of Space Systems, Hyderabad. I invite Dr. Nayan Kishore Nath to receive the award. Please show your appreciation by giving a big applause, please. Why are you all silent spectators? Srimati Chelikani Vijay Kumari Award of Outstanding Woman Entrepreneur, instituted by Sri C.V. Sitaramaswamy, founder, Vijaya Memorial Foundation, Visakhapatnam, is been awarded to Ms. Garima Bhargava, Director, Hyderabad Ammonia and Chemicals Private Limited, Hyderabad. I invite Ms. Garima Bhargava and Mr. Vikram Bhargava to receive the award. Margadarshi Award of Outstanding Self-Sustaining by a Differently Abled Person, instituted by Margadarshi Chit Fund Private Limited, Hyderabad, goes to Ms. Harmeher Kaur Grewal. I request and invite Ms. Harmeher Kaur Grewal to receive the award. Applause, please. Excellence in Best Startup of the Year, instituted by State Bank of India, Hyderabad, goes to Smart Check, Rangareddy District, and I request Sri Srinivasa Teja Madala, founder and CEO, to receive the award. Sir, we are proud and honored to present the Lifetime Achievement Award to Dr. Nagesh. Sorry. Srimati Jamuna Devi Tibrawala Award, instituted by Om Prakash Tibrawala Foundation in Excellence in Social Welfare Initiatives for Women Empowerment, goes to Cheyuta Foundation, NGO, Secunderabad. So FTCCI is proud and honored to present the Lifetime Achievement Award to Padma Bhushan Dr. D. Nageshwar Reddy, Chairman and Managing Director of AIG Hospitals. He doesn't need any introduction, but it is my privilege to say a few words about him. Dr. D. Nageshwar Reddy graduated from Kurnool Medical College for research in GI endoscopy and translational work in IBD, chronic liver diseases, and acute and chronic pancreatitis. And he published over 800 papers in national and international peer-reviewed journals and has contributed chapters in 23 international textbooks of gastroenterology and has edited 8 GI endoscopy textbooks. I request everyone to give standing ovation to our Dr. G. Nageshwar Reddy Garu. And he has received many awards, including Padma Bhushan Award from the Government of India in 2016, Padma Shri Award from the Government of India in 2002, B.C. Roy Award from the Indian Medical Council in 1995. The list goes on and on. Thank you, sir, for accepting the award and also for gracing the occasion. One round of applause, please. And I request our honorable guests to felicitate our immediate past president as a thanksgiving gesture, to felicitate him by presenting the album and a shawl to Mr. Sri Bhaskar Reddy Garu. And I invite Sri K. Bhaskar Reddy Garu to please come on to the stage, sir. Sir, we are giving you a few more minutes of trouble to present a few more awards. It has been a tradition of FTCCI to honor our past presidents for their outstanding contribution to Federation and 25 years of service to the members of Federation. And in this, we are inviting and felicitating 4 of our past presidents, and only 2 are present here. I invite Sri Shekhar Agarwal, sir, to please come on to the stage and receive the memento from our chief guest. I also invite and request Sri Sri Devendra Surana to please come on to the stage and receive the memento and shawl. We acknowledge the services of Sri Koteshwar Rao Garu and also Sri Srinivas Ayadevara, who are unfortunately not here today. And also request our chief guest to honor our partners of today's event. I now invite Mr. Amit Jingran, Deputy Managing Director, SBI, to please come on to the stage. Thank you for initiating the Award of Excellence in Startups category. Mr. Meela Sanjay, Sudhakar Pipes and Fittings. Sri Mohan Agarwal, representative from DIIL. Sri Mohan Agarwal of DIIL. Mr. Ankit Luharuka, Parity Consumers Care Private Limited. Mr. Kiran Shinde, COO of PMJ Jewels. Mr. KK Maheshwari, CIL Securities. KK Maheshwari from CIL Securities. Mr. Rupesh Golas from Harivom Pipe Industries. Mr. Hitesh Kumar Agarwal, MPL Group. And Mr. Manoj Agarwal from DSL Infrastructure and Space. But please. Thank you, sir. Yes, that is the end. Now I invite our Vice President, Mr. Sri Suresh Singhal, to honor our chief guest and guests of honor by presenting a memento and shawl. Memento, we are going green by presenting a certificate and with a cause. And in your name, sir, we will be donating 50 dictionaries to the children of government high schools in Telangana state under Manavuru Manabadi. And to Sri Jayesh Ranjan Garu, Principal Secretary, Industries and Commerce, IT&C. Request everyone to please sit. Please take your seats. And to Sri Anil Kumar Chalamalasetti. Thank you, sir. And I request everyone to please take their seats for vote of thanks. And now I invite our Senior Vice President, Sri Meela Jaydev Garu, to propose vote of thanks. Sir, 1 minute. Sir, before proposing the vote of thanks, one small request from all of our secretariat staff. They want a group photo with you, sir. Kindly allow us to take a photograph.
Thank you very much, K.T. Ramarao garu. ఈ అవార్డ్ ఫంక్షన్కి వచ్చి ఇంతసేపు ఉండటం మాకు ఎంతో గర్వకారణం. మరియు జయేష్ రంజన్ గారు, అనిల్ కుమార్ గారికి హృదయపూర్వక నమస్కారాలు ఎఫ్టీసీఐ తరఫున. మరియు గౌరవనీయ అతిథులు అందించే అవార్డులు ఎంపిక చేసిన కొంతమంది సాధించిన విజయం మరియు శ్రేష్టతను గుర్తించడం వారి పట్ల మేము చాలా గర్విస్తున్నాము. ఎఫ్టీసీసీఐ 25 సంవత్సరాల అనుబంధానికి విశిష్ట సహకారం అందించిన గాను సీనియర్ మాజీ అధ్యక్షులు కోటేశ్వరరావు గారు, శేఖర్ అగర్వాల్ గారు, దేవేంద్ర సురానా గారు మరియు శ్రీనివాస్ అయ్యదేవర్ గారికి హృదయపూర్వక అభినందనలు. నేటి కార్యక్రమంలో పాల్గొన్నందుకు ప్రభుత్వ అధికారులకు, ఆహ్వానితులకు నా హృదయపూర్వక ధన్యవాదములు. ఈ కార్యక్రమాన్ని విజయవంతంగా నిర్వహించిన FTCCI main all the staff members very thank you very much. Since 3 months they are doing very thank you. And I thank you very much for the partners Jivika Industries, Sudhakar Group, Hari Om, PMJ Jewelries, Parity, and DSL Space Development, CIL, and Mahalakshmi Private Limited, Profiles Private Limited. And best start of the year, State Bank of India వాళ్ళు మాకు ఇచ్చినందుకు చాలా ధన్యవాదములండి. ఈ కార్యక్రమానికి FTCCI సిబ్బంది మరియు ఒకసారి చివరిగా అందరికీ చాలా ధన్యవాదాలు. వీటన్నిటికంటే ముఖ్యమైనది మన తెలంగాణ రాష్ట్రం ఏర్పడిన తర్వాత ఇండస్ట్రీస్కి కొదవ లేకుండా కేటీఆర్ ప్రతి కంట్రీ వెళ్ళి వచ్చి మనకి ఇండస్ట్రీస్ తీసుకొస్తున్నారు. అందరూ అనుకుంటున్నారు తెలంగాణలో జాబులు ఇవ్వట్లేదని. బట్ మోర్ దాన్ జాబ్స్ ఇచ్చే దానికంటే, గవర్నమెంట్ ఇచ్చే దానికంటే ప్రైవేటు ఫ్యాక్టరీలని విపరీతంగా తీసుకొచ్చి వాళ్ళకి జాబ్స్ ఇస్తున్నారు. అది చాలా ఎంతో గర్వకారణము. దానివల్ల మనకు తెలంగాణ గవర్నమెంట్కి డైరెక్ట్ అండ్ ఇండైరెక్ట్ ఎంప్లాయ్మెంట్ విపరీతంగా దొరుకుతున్నది. అది చాలా చాలా గవర్నమెంట్ మీద బర్డెన్ పడకుండా కేటీ రామారావు గారు తెలివిగా అందరినీ ఇక్కడ తీసుకొచ్చేసి చేస్తున్నారు. చాలా థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్. ఇదంతా కాకుండా ఇండస్ట్రీ థ్యాంక్ యూ మాకు
మీరు మంచి
కాదు సార్, ఫస్ట్ 9 ఏళ్ల నుంచి మాకు పవర్ షార్టేజ్ లేకుండా అది ఇచ్చినందుకు ఎంతో ధన్యవాదములు. ఇంతకుముందు పవర్ లేనప్పుడు వేరే స్టేట్ల నుంచి పైపులు వచ్చాయి సార్. మాకు ప్రత్యేకంగా మా కంపెనీ తరఫు నుంచి కూడా చాలా ధన్యవాదాలు తెలుపుతున్నాను. థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Thank you everyone for joining this occasion and making our day a beautiful and memorable one. And I request all of you to please join for refreshments which is served at outside of this hall. Thank you.
ये देख क्या हुआ, हाई मार्क्स क्या लड़ाई खंजर लेके खड़ी है।